Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The diagnostic trouble code, DTC P0449, indicates an issue with the EVAP, Evaporative Emission Control System, canister vent shut valve circuit. This code signifies that the circuit has an open condition, meaning that the valve is not receiving the intended electrical signals due to a break or disconnection in the wiring. The EVAP system is designed to capture fuel vapors from the fuel tank and prevent them from escaping into the atmosphere, which is crucial for both emissions control and vehicle efficiency. The EVAP canister vent shut valve is typically located near the EVAP canister, which is usually located in the rear of the vehicle, under or near the fuel tank. The associated components include the valve itself, the wiring harness, and the powertrain control module, PCM, responsible for monitoring the system's functionality. A malfunctioning valve can lead to increased emissions and may trigger the check engine light. Troubleshooting steps must be followed carefully to diagnose the exact issue accurately. The DTC P0449 represents a malfunction within the EVAP system, specifically indicating that the circuit to the canister vent shut valve is open. This means that the valve is not able to operate as intended, potentially allowing fuel vapors to escape instead of recycling them back into the engine. Components affected by this error include the canister vent shut valve, which controls the flow of fuel vapor from the fuel tank to the EVAP canister, and the electrical wires connecting these components. Typically situated near the fuel tank, this valve plays a critical role in preventing evaporative emissions. When the valve remains open, it fails to seal properly, which can disrupt system pressure and trigger the error code. The PCM relies on signals from various sensors and actuators in the EVAP system to ensure optimal performance and compliance with emissions regulations. Thus, addressing this error is vital for both environmental standards and engine performance. The possible causes of DTC P0449 primarily revolve around electrical failures or component malfunctions. Firstly, there could be wiring issues, such as open circuits or shorts in the IGPS or VSV lines that prevent proper communication between the EVAP canister vent shut valve and the powertrain control module, PCM. Additionally, the canister vent shut valve itself might be defective, causing a failure in its ability to close and seal properly. Another potential cause could be a fault within the PCM, which may fail to engage or recognize the valve's operational status, leading to erroneous readings. Environmental factors, such as corrosion or physical damage to connectors, can also contribute to these issues. Therefore, thorough inspection and testing of each aspect of the system are essential to pinpoint the actual cause of the diagnostic trouble code. When DTC P0449 is triggered, several symptoms may become apparent. The most common symptom is the illumination of the check engine light on the dashboard, indicating a malfunction within the engine's management system. Drivers may also notice increased emissions, as the EVAP system is designed to capture vaporized fuel that would otherwise escape into the atmosphere. A significant sign could be the presence of a fuel odor near the vehicle, especially if the canister vent shut valve is malfunctioning, allowing fuel vapors to vent outside. In some cases, there may be a decrease in fuel efficiency due to improper vapor management. These symptoms can vary in severity, depending on the extent of the malfunction and other underlying conditions in the vehicle. Addressing these indicators is critical for maintaining vehicle performance and compliance with emissions regulations. The first troubleshooting step involves verifying the problem using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. Begin by turning the vehicle to on mode without starting the engine. This allows the system to initialize and prepares it for diagnostic procedures. Then, clear any existing diagnostic trouble codes using the HDS, which communicates with the vehicle's onboard computer to reset the error logs. Following this, start the engine and monitor the system for both pending and confirmed DTCs. If DTC P0449 reappears, it indicates a consistent failure in the EVAP canister vent shut valve circuit. It is essential to ensure that the HDS is used efficiently to capture accurate readings, as this will direct subsequent troubleshooting efforts. Conversely, if the code does not appear again, it may suggest intermittent issues, warranting further inspection of electrical connections and wiring integrity before proceeding. In this second step, focus on the wiring associated with the EVAP canister vent shut valve. Begin by turning the vehicle to off lock mode, ensuring all electronic systems are powered down. Next, disconnect the 2P connector from the EVAP canister vent shut valve. This disconnection will isolate the valve, allowing you to check the voltage without interference. Turn the vehicle back to on mode to measure the voltage at test points. Test point 1 corresponds to the female terminal number 1 of the disconnected EVAP canister vent shut valve, while test point 2 is connected to body ground. Using a multimeter, check for battery voltage between these 2 points. If battery voltage is present, it confirms that the wiring between the powertrain control module, PCM, and the valve is intact, allowing you to proceed to the next step. Conversely, if no voltage is detected, it indicates an open circuit, which necessitates repairs to the IGPS LAF wire connecting from the A11 5 kilovalve fuse in the underhood fuse relay box to the valve. The third step involves checking the continuity of wiring associated with the variable switch valve VSV line. Start by turning the vehicle to off lock mode to ensure all circuits are deactivated. Utilize the HDS to jump the SCS service check signal line. This requires waiting for more than a minute to allow the system to reset and engage diagnostics thoroughly. Now, disconnect the PCM connector number 2, 58P, to isolate the PCM from the EVAP system. Next, check for continuity between 2 test points. Test point 1 at the female terminal number 2 of the EVAP canister vent shut valve connector, and test point 2 at terminal number 37 of the disconnected PCM connector number 2. If continuity is confirmed, this indicates that the VSV wiring is intact, concluding that the issue lies within the EVAP canister vent shut valve itself, which should be replaced. If continuity is not present, it indicates an open circuit in the VSV line that must be repaired between the 2 identified terminals, ensuring proper electrical flow to the vent shut valve. After performing the necessary repairs for DTC P0449, it's crucial to verify the effectiveness of the repair work. Start by using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear the DTC from memory, which resets the computer and prepares the system for fresh diagnostics. Following this, conduct a road test under various driving conditions to allow the EVAP system to operate fully, ensuring all components function correctly. During and after the test, check if the DTC reappears. If the code remains absent, this indicates that the repair was successful, and the circuit for the canister vent shut valve is operating as intended. Additionally, monitor overall system performance to ensure that no lingering issues remain and that the emissions control functions effectively. This verification process is critical to confirm that all related components are functioning optimally, thus providing reassurance for both vehicle reliability and compliance with emissions regulations. Documentation of these results is essential for future references. To avoid reoccurrence of DTC P0449, proactive preventive maintenance is important. Regular inspections of wiring associated with the EVAP system can help identify any signs of wear or corrosion before they develop into larger issues. Look for frayed wires, loose connections, or anything that might hinder the electrical flow. In addition, perform periodic tests on the EVAP canister vent shut valve and its associated components to ensure they engage and function properly. Monitoring overall fuel system performance not only ensures that the EVAP system operates within specifications, but also helps maintain optimal fuel efficiency. Keeping abreast of manufacturer recommendations and service intervals will aid in preserving the integrity of the vehicle's emissions control system. Adopting these preventive measures will minimize the likelihood of diagnostic trouble codes while enhancing vehicle reliability and compliance. In summary, effectively diagnosing and addressing DTC P0449 requires a systematic approach. Verification of the issue starts with the HDS, prompting further investigations into wiring and component integrity. Open circuits in the harness can often lead to miscommunication and improper functioning, highlighting the importance of comprehensive electrical testing. The importance of maintaining the EVAP system cannot be overstated, as it directly influences vehicle emissions and performance. Ensuring that both the canister vent shut valve and associated connections are reliable is critical for regulatory compliance. Finally, adopting preventive maintenance practices will safeguard against potential issues in the future, preserving both the performance and environmental standards of your Honda Civic. Following these guidelines will enhance your post-diagnostic experience and ensure a well-functioning vehicle. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.